Hey, it's Reagan, and today we're talking about staying off property at Walt Disney World. And staying off property means that you are not staying at one of the Disney World resorts. Now, staying off property can be a lot cheaper, and it can be great, but there are some negative things about staying off property that I'm about to tell you about. So, when you stay off property, you don't get your fast passes as early as if you were staying on property. And so, let me explain. When you stay on property, you get your fast passes 60 days in advance, and so that's like 2 months. And it's great, but when you stay off property, you only get in 30 days in advance. So they already had like 30 days to like kind of beat you to the punch and get more ride slots and things like that, and more demanded rides, like I would say like Snow White or Anna and Elsa fast passes or something like that. It's a little harder if you're staying off property to get them. Now, don't worry, you'll probably still be able to get them, but there's just a little less guarantee that you'll be able to get them as if you're staying on property. Also, you need to have a car or something like that, because when you are staying off property, you don't have buses, so you have to drive everywhere, you have to park, and parking does cost $17.50 a day. That means you can get into all the parks at Walt Disney World, though, for $17.50 a day, but it still is kind of expensive. And you probably, if you're flying, I would recommend getting a rental car, because a cab can be super expensive to drive you to the parks all the time. And another thing is that you have to walk to the parking lot or ride a boat or a ferry to the parking, or boat or monorail to the parking lot if you were staying or going to Magic Kingdom. So it is a little hard sometimes to get to the parking lot, and the parking lot is huge, so I recommend taking a picture of your sign, and it will probably be like Hook or Television. It depends on what park you are staying at, but you'll always have a sign for whichever area you're in the parking lot. And also, make sure you remember your number, because I hate waiting there for 2 hours, searching the parking lot, trying to find my car, because that's really annoying to me. And don't worry, I've done it before, so you're not alone if you've done it. Also, when you are staying off property, you don't get your magic bands for free. Now, magic bands, they are new and they're really nice. I like them a lot, and you can learn more about them in my on-property video. But they are really beneficial, and so it is kind of stinky that you don't get them for free. But you can still purchase them for like $12 or something and get them and easily hook them up to your account, so it's not that big of a deal, but it still is an extra fee kind of you have if you were staying off property. Another thing is that when you're staying off property, you just gotta remember that there is Orlando traffic, and our traffic is kind of terrible in Orlando, and you want to count that in so you can get to the parks at the proper time that you want to get there, and you can get there early, and just make sure you leave earlier than you would if you're riding the buses or something like that. But also remember, you can still use the buses if you're staying off property. If it's going from park to park, like Hollywood Studios to Epcot, or something like that, you can still use them. But just to remember, no matter where you're staying at Walt Disney World, or if you're staying off property, it doesn't really matter that much, because the most important thing is your Disney experience. And when you get into the parks, and just keeping an open mind, just witnessing the magic at Walt Disney World, because it is very magical, and inside the park is the best thing. So I know I say it's better if you stay on property and you get the whole Disney experience and stuff, but even if you're staying off property, you still get the great in the parks experience. So just remember that, because that will help you out. So it won't make or break your trip if you are staying off property or if you're staying on property, but it's just like a benefit or something like that. So thank you guys for watching this video. Please subscribe. And also, side note, I'm changing this channel's name to Reagan's Disney Life, just so it's more personal and it's easier to find. Also, I'm still trying to figure out my videoing schedule, because I do go to high school and I dance, so it's a little hard to fit in YouTube too, but don't worry, I'll get it down. That's it really, and please like this video, because I like it when you like it. Okay, thanks guys. Bye.